Yo, what up guys? Welcome to the video with Dragonjonz, and I'm going to talk about the Purple Steel deck I played at CCS today. I got second again, forever second, but I'll take that. So, these are all the decks that I've been working on the last few days. We got blue-red, we had some blurple items, we had more blue-red, blue steel, and then before CCS was these four decks I was going to choose. So I was going to play Blue Steel Ally, Blue Steel, Purple Steel, or Purple Steel, you know? And then I was working on stuff. This is unfinished. I was like, okay, this is like almost a final build of what I was going to finish. And then the night before I tested, and then I was like, all right, this is the cards that feel better. I'm playing this list. So let's go into the list. So this is what we ended up at, and I was like, I tested the night before. I was playing the books, I was playing Pete, and then I was like, if I'm just winning games, I don't think I really need Pete because I just win, right? And then I didn't think nobody would bring in no combo decks, and Pete is kind of good versus green blue, but I'm just like, why would I play Pete when I could play White Rose and finish them off and in the game instead of trying to play Pete to delay them from combo me for one turn. And I was just like, because at one point in the game, like when I played green blue, I'm like, White Rose into Cobra wins me the game. But if I go Pete, I just stop them from one turn for wipe my board, and I play another character and they still wipe my board. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm at 18 lore. If I had any lore game, I can win the next 2 turns, but since I only have like 4 copies in the deck in Cobra, then I'm not gonna get there. So that's why I didn't play Pete. And then I would play against Zen in the finals, and he had the well combo, and all I had to do was just, like, I was at 16 lore, all I had to do was just like, Pete, go. And it's like, oh, I draw my whole deck, okay. And you can't cash the song, so I went. Stuff like that, but. All right, so it was in 3 Olafs, it was like 3 Captain Hooks, 2 Timothy Mouse. So the reason why I went 3 Captain Hooks was because Captain Hook is good on the draw, but we're trying to erase most of these decks. And I knew that there'd be a lot of green blue. I knew there'd be blurple, and I knew there'd be like blue steel. And I knew purple steel would come too, but Palace Guard is still good into purple steel too. So I wanted to max out on Palace Guards. So when I play against my opponent, I go turn 1 Palace Guard, and he's gonna quest for at least 3 to 4 lore. Even in the late game, when they got like Hades out and stuff like that, they gotta put 2 bodies into it. I had a game where I played against Blurple, and I had like 3 Palace Guards, and he was like, And I was like, yeah. And he had to use like 2 of the purple Hades to take out 1. And I'm like, okay, well, you got 2 more guys to take out the other 2. And then he was like, no. And then I was like, all right, untap, Palace Guard, quest for another 2. Requested already for like 6 turns already, so much lore. Olaf was huge. I didn't miss Diablo at all, I'm gonna tell you to be honest. Olaf was great. So many spots where he bounced Doc, or bounced to Mona, or bounced Genie, or bounced to Cobra to win the game. On stream, if you saw it, I Thunderbolt my own Olaf to bounce the snake to win the game. So he was really good. So Captain Hook is, the normal. On a draw, you want to play Captain Hook on turn 1 because it stopped like the mirror or any deck that have X3 from questing. They look at it, you get Captain Hook, and then you're like, okay, I'm not questing with it. Timothy Q Mouse was the best card I put in my deck because he won me the game multiple times versus Blurple, versus the Mirror, versus every deck, to be honest. There's some times where I went like double, like I found both of them, and I'm like, go double mouse, go. And then I like play a Genie, draw a card, quest for 4, and it's like that X4 is huge. And they can't kill them, and I'm like, okay, untap, quest for 6. With the Genie and 2 Timothy Mouses in the late game versus Purple Steel, which is won games. Like on the draw, that's how I won games, to be honest with you guys. Like I was like, Oh, I'm losing him down. Like, he's at 11 to 12 lore. He got 3 dudes on the battlefield. I'm probably going to lose this game. And then I'll, like, draw. Like, I play a dot, draw 2. And then I got, like, double Timothy Mouse. And I'm like, play double Timothy Mouse, go. And he goes up to, like, 17. And I go, like, untap, play Genie, draw a card. Strength, kill the guy that quest for 2. Quest for 5 with Doc and 2 Timothys. And then I go up to, like, 12, and then he's like, oh, now I gotta do math, thinking about when next turn, if I draw Cobra and stuff like that, and they start challenging my Timothy the Mouse, and then we do the trade thing, and then I top the Demona, tap down the rest of the guys that got in the battlefield, draw 3, be able to trade more. There's a lot of crazy things you can do. It's a fun deck. Doc at 3, sometimes I think I want 4, but it's uninkable, so I'm like, 3 was perfect. Cheshire Cat at 3, perfect. Card's an all-star. If you play against the Mirror or any deck, Timothy Mouse, I'm not Timothy Mouse, but Cheshire Cat is really good. And so many times I hold it in my hand and then they be like, they make a weird trade with a Genie or something, and I'm like, okay, play the Cheshire Cat, move 2 damage, and they go, that lost me the game. And I'm like, yep, I know. Let's wait till the people make mistakes. White Rose, White Rose was good. It won me some games. I top decked the Rose like at 19 and to win the game. So it did do work. Lexington is one of the best cards, and I love Lexington. Like, versus all the evasive decks, he was huge. Huge, huge, huge. If I wasn't playing him, I probably lost a lot of games, but I was able to play a 4/4 body and be able to make my opponent stop questing. And there's some weird lines on the draw versus Purple Steel. If you do these lines that to where you have double Lexington, they don't quest at all, and they just sit there, and then you can drop a Demona, and then they end up losing. It's a lot of stuff. I'll probably talk about that later. And then we got 4 Genies. You know, Genies is really good card. Every time I top deck a Genie, I'm like, yes, yes, play a Genie. Elsa's really good, but really, I didn't draw her a lot this weekend. Like, sometimes when I really needed her, I did draw her, but when I was like thinking about it, like, I need Elsa right here, right now, and then for some reason I never drew her. But she still was good. She's still a good card. Like in the finals, if I drew Elsa, I won the game. Because I'll be able to Elsa tap down his Monstro, and then Demona and Elsa kill the Monstro. Or actually, just because he had 3 damage on it, so just Demona would just kill the Monstro, and then I put lethal on board, and I won. Demona was good, real good card. This card is an all-star. First, I was like, I don't know, because she draws my point 3 card most of the times, but it's just a game changer every time I play it, especially if you're doing curve. Like, you watch the screen, I was like, I had 5 ink, and I drew a Cobra and that Demona, tap down Zan's 2 guys, kill both, gain 2 lower with Calhoun, draw 3 cards, fill my hand back up. I was hoping to draw a Strength or a Elsa. It was crazy. Strength of Raging Fire, best card in the game. Thousand Guard, we talked about Manamim Skater. Okay. So, Manamim, put on one of, it helped sometimes in different spots. Like, it helped Calhoun kill Cheshire Cats. It helped a lot of my 3 power kill Cheshire Cat. That's the reason why I played it. I'm trying to kill Cheshire Cat because sometimes my opponent like challenged one of my guys, moved 2 damage to kill a guy, and I'm like, all right, I got Calhoun and something, but they took the damage off of the cat. So I'm like, oh well, play Mim. And they like, what? Now that Calhoun trades and get that 3 lore, or Dumbo can trade, stuff like that. I did trade Dumbo with Cheshire Cat sometimes because I was like, I gotta get this off the battlefield because Cheshire Cat is really good when you play Calhoun. Because if you got Calhoun on board and they put 2 damage on one of their guys after they killed one of yours, and then move it to Calhoun, it feels pretty bad. That happened to me a lot. And I was like, oh my God, stop it. And then Smee was really good, so it helped kill the Dumbos. It helped kill a lot of evasive. It killed Genies with Metal Mim. It killed Elsas that challenged my guys early. I did a lot. I even had people get rid of this more than anything. Like, I have a genie on board, right? And my opponent goes Hades. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, I'm gonna get rid of your Lexington. And I'm like, interesting. Interesting. But I know why, because they have Genie or Elsa, and they're like, well, Lexington gonna take out both of them eventually. So I see why. That's why Lexington was so important. So maybe 4, but I don't know, it's too much. 4 Clover is always amazing. There's 2 Tinkerbells that's was amazing versus the blue decks. Like versus Blurple, I went the perfect curve. I went Palace Guard, Timothy Mouse, Tinkerbell, and then I was like Genie, draw a card, Same Strength, kill their Genie, untap. They play another like another Genie. I'm like Hades, targeted. Do you draw 2 cards? They're like, yeah, draw 2 cards. I'm like, oh, this game's over. It was good. It was good. And then Dumbo, if you playing Purple still without Dumbo, then you might be the 9th wonder of the world. That's what I'm gonna say. Anyways, Iago was pretty much a game changer versus all the mirror matches on the draw. That's why I won, like all of them, like 2-0 on the draw, because they be like, I play Lexington, and I'm like, pass. They be like, oh, using my Cheshire Cat, the same strength to kill your Lexington, play a Genie, draw a card. And I go, Iago. And then they look at me, and I'm like, do you have it? And they're like, no. And they're like, all right, play Elsa, tap down your Genie, kill it with Iago. Now the Genie's dead. They can't use Cheshire Cat to kill the Iago because it's a 6 body and like 4 damage on it. And then they like play their own another evasive like another Genie, and I'm like, all right, play Hades, target, draw 2 cards. Oh, strength, kill your Cheshire Cat. I always kill Cheshire Cat. That card changes the game. And Iago been important on the draw a lot. Won me so many games, even versus Blurple. They go Genie, and I go Iago, and now they can't Elsa kill my 4-drop because they like, oh, if I play Elsa, then I gotta run both into it. And sometimes they have to like play Elsa, tap it down, and into the known, ramp me, and then I'm like, okay, untap Hades and target your Genie, and they're like, And I'm like, what do you do, opponent? Draw 2 cards. So, and I'm gonna tell you something about Hades, right? Things that people don't know. Okay? When you play in a Hades battle and your opponent goes Hades, and if you up on board or up on lore, let them draw 2 cards. Why, you wonder? You're like, well, I can get rid of it and then I'll be fine because I got more cards than them. Just let them draw 2 cards, because it's basically like our friends on the other side, right? So when you played in red, purple mirrors, right? Back in the days, like I did, when they top deck like friends, they go friends, single to their 3-drop. You're like, dang, man, they always have the friends. And then they draw another one, and they use their 4-drop to do friends again, and now they got like 4 cards in their hand, or like they went up from like 1 card, and they like friends, draw 2. Oh, another friends, draw 2 more, and then you like, dang, I want to lose a game because of friends, you know? But you still win because you have more stuff on board. It's the same problem. It's the same problem, guys. It's just like they just drew, like you can't stop them from drawing friends, right? So it's the same thing. That's how I see it anyways. But we'll talk more back on that another time, and I'll explain more to you guys or something like that. But that's the deck list I played. Reason why I didn't play Pete, because I thought I could beat the green-blue decks with just out aggro them with white rose. Because like in most of the games where you play against green-blue, the secrets to the green-blue is keep like a low curve. Get rid of all the Genies, get rid of all of Dumbos, Iagos, Hades, Elsas. Don't keep that. Keep like 3/1 drops. Keep Timothy Mouse if you got it, and Tinkerbell. And then you just be like, all right, turn 1/1 drop. If you got a 2-drop that's like Timothy Mouse, then yeah. But then if you don't, you just go turn 2, double 2-drop, which you don't rarely do in the mirror matches or any other deck. But you do it in that deck, and then they go, okay, turn 2 ramp. And then you like untap. Then you play a 2-drop and a 1-drop. Then you quest for 3. Then you untap. They play the Cinderella, and then you go quest for 5 now. Play, then if you draw Genie, play Genie, go. They cannot do nothing. They got the Cinderella out. They go to 6. The worst thing they can do is play John Silver, target your Genie, and then try to kill one of your guys with the Cindy. And then you'd be like, okay, Calhoun now can just gain 2 lore with it. That's still question for 4. Go. And then next turn they cannot Prince Philip you. And then you just hoping to draw White Rose. That's why I'm playing it. White Rose into Cobra. And then even if they do get to the point where they wipe the board, you got 4 Cobras, 2 White Rose. All you need is 3 turns. If you draw those in 3 turns, you win the game. If you don't, you lose. It happens. And if you see my screen matches, you're like, okay, I see why. And then late game, I drew a Timothy Mouse, and then I played Timothy Mouse, and I prayed for evasive because I had 2 draws or loss, and I was like, and I drew the Dumbo, and that was game. Everybody blew up my chat. Everybody blew up my messages like Dumbo, oh my God, and it was crazy. But thank you guys for watching the deck tech about Purple Steel, and there's changes that I will put in there. So like, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna go down. There's going to be a lot of people playing yellow-purple because Zan won, what I expect, which is actually probably a good thing for me that he won because now the meta is going to shake up even more. And then people got to figure out what they're going to do for the DLC. And it's going to make waves because some people are going to be playing green-purple hyper aggro and some people are going to be playing the Zan deck. And if you play it, hopefully you play like 200 games because there's a lot of things you can mess up. Like you can have Cheshire put one of the We Know the Way or the purple card under it, and then you get stuck under it, and then if you don't bounce, you just lose the game on the spot. Stuff like that can happen. And a lot of people told me about I shouldn't concede game 1 versus Zan after I went to 16, and then he just had Monstro, but he showed me. So he had 2 cards in hand, right? He showed me the location at the end of my turn. And then we talked about it. I was like, okay, so Monstro, you draw for turn, so you got three cards in hand, and then you play the location, you move it for 1, so that's 3. That's 3. Then you got 6 more mana to get to play with, and then you just draw your card. But Elendil's in this graveyard because I killed it with Calhoun, so I gained 2 lore. So you have to get Elendil from out of the graveyard, put into play. And then if somehow you went down to 1 card, then I'll be able to, like, you'll be able to brig. But then Zan was like, I can just get like Circle of Life, get back to Mona, like, you know, use Circle of Life, Demona, draw 3, and then get back into the game, playing Demona for free, still have 6 ink, and then be able to still use the loop to keep going, to draw into 2 of the songs, and then put Elendil back into the deck, then draw until I draw it. If you don't draw it, then he goes ahead and put it back. Like if somehow he shuffles and puts the last card, then he still like have another song into his hand, put the song back into the deck, and then flip over and see if he get Elendil goes to his hand, play Elendil, and then he still got like 3 more ink, and then you know, it's like, I understand mostly, okay? I understand what was gonna happen, and I couldn't play it out. And if it wasn't Zan, I probably would have made him play it out because other people would probably made a punt mistake, and I'm like, oh well, Judge, he messed up, he punted the game away, so I get a game win and go into game 2 and try it again. But thank you guys for watching. I'm probably gonna do like try to do a podcast about other stuff about the deck. I will update Patreon, and people ask me for a Metafy. I might do a Metafy. I don't know how good I am at talking about decks. I don't know if you'll like this video or not. I'm just explaining for the people that on my Patreon and people that's on YouTube that want to see this and me make content about the deck and why the choices I made. So I'll probably try to do a Metafy. I'll do something cheap like $30, but I'll probably make a video because I'm really bad at editing my deck. But so like when I type stuff out, I'm really bad at English, okay? So if you watch my tweets and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is he saying? Because sometimes I'll be like typing real fast and then it's like all jumping together. But thank you guys for watching. I'm a second place finisher, and I'll see you guys next time.